Hello ladies and gentlemen, here we are ready to explore the world of Magic the Gathering. We're going to be looking at the top 10 bears. And no, they're not all green. So let's begin with the top 10. And now, at number 10. And at number 10, we have Ursine Fylgja. It's a spirit bear, it's a white bear. And the reason why it made it to number 10 was because when it comes into play, it has healing counters on it. So because of the healing counters, which 4 healing counters, and you can add more healing counters. I know it's really expensive. 5 for a 3/3 is very expensive, but for a 3/3 it is actually one of the top bears out there where it can fully heal. So that's why it made it to number 10. Now, so let's move on to number 9. And now we have Balduvian Bear. The reason why this card was chosen is because, well, 2 for a 2/2. So it's not the worst, not the best, definitely not the best. So again, just simple 2 for a 2/2. It's pretty good and pretty decent. And, well, it's from the Ice Age series, which is pretty cool. So let's move on to number 8. And at number 8, we have Pale Bears from the Ice Age, and it is a rare. The reason why this made it to number 8 is because it simply has Island Walk. It's 3 for a 2/2 is kind of expensive, but because the Island Walk, and I figure like 8 out of 10 times you are playing against blue, so even though it can't be countered, doesn't have the ability, Island Walk still can be very helpful in cannot block, so you can keep pumping it. Alright, and then let's move on to number 7. And at number 7, we have Mother Bear, which is from Modern Horizons, and it's common. The reason why I chose this, 2 for 2/2, which is still good, but it has that extra ability where you can create 2/2 green abilities. You can only do this as a sorceries. Now, I'd imagine doing that every turn. 5 is still expensive, but if you have extra mana every turn, this card can be very good. Even though I like the quote says, even without her, the cubs will always know their mother's love. So, not the best, but it has been better than every card you've seen. So let's move on to number 6. And this card is called Ulvenwald Bear. 3 for a 2/2, but it has the morbid ability when Ulvenwald Bear enters the battlefield. If a creature died this turn, put 2+1 counters on each target creature, which can be very helpful. So your 3, you can put them on there. So 3, you're getting basically your 4/4 if you choose to use this bear, and you can like attack before and shock or whatever ability you want to do to get that extra 2+1+. It's a common card, so it's not the best. And I like this thing, out chasing bears. Expressions meaning died in the woods. I find that quite amusing. Anyways, we're not there. We're going to explore the top. So let's move on to number 5. And at number 5, we have Phantasmal Bear. It's a blue Masters 25 common card. And I actually really like the saying, you know it's to be false, but when its claws find you, what you know won't matter much at all. I like the saying. The reason why this was chosen, it's 1 for a 2/2. So as soon as it becomes a target of a spell or ability, usually at that time it would be what, unsummon, I know, or a shock, I guess, would still destroy it anyway. So for 1 for a 2/2 Bear Illusion, I think is a really good card, and I would recommend actually just putting on even regular decks. 1 for a 2/2 spell or ability, that's nothing. Anyway, so let's move on to number 4. At number 4, we have Werebear, which is from Eternal Masters, and it's a common. And the reason why this was chosen is because it's cost 2 for a 1/1, but like most cards, it has add 1 more to your mana pool ability. Has that also ability Threshold, where Werebear gets +3/+3 as long as 7 more cards are in your graveyard. So 2 for a possible 4/4 can be very impressive depending on how you choose to play the game. So let's move on to number 3. And this card at number 3 is Ashcoat Bear from the Time Spiral series, and it's a common. And quite simply, it was just chosen for the flash ability. 2 for a 2/2 flash can be quite frustrating. A second turn trying to pull that out when someone's trying to attack you. And then that's about it. So let's move on to number 2. And at number 2, we have Goreclaw, Terror of the Cow, Sisma. The reason why this card was chosen, well, I'll read the text. Creature spells you cast with the power of 4 or greater cost 2 less to cast, and it costs 4 mana to bring out. So at this point, when you bring that card out, 2 to less to cast is very impressive. You really want to at that point of the game. And on top of that, when it attacks, each creature you control with the power of 4 or greater gets +1/+1 and gains trample until end of turn. So you can imagine having that. It's just quite amazing. Though by that time, you should have a lot more spells and abilities. So all the abilities this guy can do is very impressive. So let's move on to the last and final, number 1. And at number 1, we have Ayula, Queen Among Bears. Just that name says that this is going to be the best bear card in all of Magic the Gathering. It is a rare card from Modern Horizons. It is a legendary creature, so there is a limit to 1 every time you have it out. It costs 2, only for a 2/2, and I'll read the card. Whenever another bear enters the battlefield under your control, choose 1. Put 2/++1 counters on target bear. Target bear control fights target creature you don't control. Wow, like excellent, excellent. I like the artwork. That is the queen among bears. The queen, the best of all bears in Magic the Gathering. So if you like that, guys, we're going to do more videos, and I hope you guys have a good day and a good evening.